Episode 54, DoItWithDan. How you doing, man?
Back at it. Happy to be back.
Where you been at, bro? I haven't seen you in a minute.
I needed some time to myself to straighten out my life.
Yeah. Well, we'll have a good podcast, man. I'm going to stop chewing my beef jerky in a second. But, man, we got a big guest today. This one, I've been trying to get on the books for a while.
Have you?
Yeah, actually. I've been thinking about doing it because it's like, I feel like you're, and it's my intro. You're the perfect example of like someone who I feel has come up from like nothing. You're kind of like, you have this like delusional level of like self-confidence, which I want to get into. So we got someone, man, he's a YouTuber, artist, entrepreneur.
Ooh.
Father. No, I'm just kidding. Jose is on the podcast.
Hey, this is the one.
Oh, wait, no, my bad. SnewJ is on the podcast.
Hey!
Thank you, guys. Thank you. I'm honored to be here.
Yeah, bro. Thank you for coming. You brought your homie with you?
Yeah, entrepreneur as well.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah.
What do you do? What do you do for a living?
I do OnlyFans.
Yeah, so you making that? You making racks or what?
A little bit.
A little bit. Nice. You got to start somewhere.
The top 3%.
Are you selling feet pics or like what's the?
no, people, not mine.
I'm done for.
That's tight. So yeah, where you guys? You're based in Inland Empire now, or
The IE, yeah.
Still?
Well, I mean, technically, still IE, Ontario.
Yeah, and then you've lived there your whole life.
Nah, bro. So I used to actually live in LA, like LA County, like till I was like 12 years old, and then from there, well, you know, my parents like they're divorced already. So then, like, I was like, oh, I'm just gonna live with my dad, and he moved to like Yucaipa. I don't know if you're familiar.
I know where Yucaipa
You know
is.
where Yucaipa is?
I had the boonies.
Yeah, so he moved to Yucaipa, and we're like, oh yeah, we'll go live over here because it's not LA, like, you know, it's like not the city, and we're like, oh, like there's a park, there's this, you know, it's like really nice, like all the suburbs, you know. So we moved out there, like I was 12, and I went to high school out there, and then after high school, I went to college in Cal State San Bernardino. And then, after that, after Cal State, well, you didn't go to, you went to USC, yeah. So, and after that, then I lived in Ontario for the last, like, 4 or 5 years, so.
Yeah, we're gonna get into all that stuff, but for those of the people out there that don't know who you are, can you give your intro, bro? Like,
Yeah, I mean, I think I like to call myself a creative. Like, I'm a creative musician, entrepreneur. So it's like, I like to create content, make music, and, like, do business, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like,
yeah,
the best way to put it.
yeah. You know, it's crazy, bro. There's like this book, what's his name? The guy who started Keller Williams. It's called The One Thing.
Yeah.
And it's about like focusing on one thing until you become the master of that thing, and then expanding into all this other shit. But I feel like you, from my perspective, like you've built this YouTube channel, which is obviously doing great. Or we'll talk about the YouTube channel.
Yeah, we'll get into that.
But like you also have these ancillary things like music, business, NFTs. Like, do you consider yourself like a jack of all trades, or like what's the vibes there?
I don't know, bro. I'm just honestly like how I look at it. It's a journey. So I'm just trying things and I'm doing things and whatever sticks. And if I enjoy it, I'm gonna continue doing it. So there's some things that probably aren't working at the moment, like NFTs, for example, right? Like,
What does that mean, bro? What's that?
So I mean, I'm not gonna say it's not working, but we're in the first NFT winter, so I'm just kind of like just because I got a project, you know, and like we're developing a game and like a metaverse island, and we're just kind of like waiting in the sidelines, like the platform we're putting it on, like they're needing funding as well, so it's like it's just like we're just like on the sidelines, just kind of waiting, but we'll see how it goes.
Nah, bro, I want to get into the NFT stuff because I think it's very interesting what you're doing with No Hesi Car Club.
Yeah, No Hesi Car Club. Yeah, there you go.
It's very interesting. But I want to talk about like how you started, bro. Like, how did the YouTube channel? Because that seems to be like the crux of your business is like content.
Yeah, that's definitely how I got started. So let's take it back. So I used to sell cars. Well, actually, let's start with like why he's on here, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. What is that relationship?
So
boyfriend? No, I'm just playing.
yeah, actually, yeah, since 3rd grade.
For real? That long?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's crazy. Bro.
Damn.
Day one.
That's good. That's
one
good.
time with my cousins. Oh no, this is.
Let's clear the air.
But anyway,
No, we actually met at Planet Fitness. We worked at the gym in San Bernardino.
Oh,
That's where
shit.
we
yeah,
met.
bro.
Yeah, that was back.
Wait,
in
you
what,
couldn't have. That couldn't have been in
2011?
third grade.
No, that could no.
It was
Yeah.
definitely not in third grade. I'll tell you that.
Okay.
No.
But yeah, we did. We met in Planet Fitness, and it's like like I was in college, and like that's where I work, and that's where I met this guy, and that's kind of where like, where we became boyfriend and boyfriend.
No. Damn. So you meet at Planet Fitness. You go to Planet Fitness, right?
I do go to Planet Fitness.
What's up with this rule about like no dropping weights or whatever the fuck?
The lunk
is that?
alarm.
The lunk. I thought that's what I told you.
Yeah, but what's the why?
It's a judgment-free zone.
Yeah.
So
It's like a beginner gym, and that's like intimidating
that's what it is.
to a
Yeah.
lot of people. You know?
That's why.
Would
Yeah.
you guys consider yourself beginners at working out?
Not anymore.
Nah, I think I got a decade in me.
Yeah.
We gotta talk about fitness.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got, but no, yeah, Planet Fitness, it's cool. I got respect for it. Yeah.
So
like,
Yeah.
do you guys work together on daily and stuff, or what does that look like? Like me and this guy work together, but it's not every day, but like pretty frequently. I would seem like
Yeah.
the podcast and everything. What's
Well,
Yeah.
recently it's been like weekly that
Weekly?
we've been meeting up and going to film, and then we're trying. I help him out with the channel, trying to record and stuff and edit, so.
Yeah.
yeah, it's like we also do like revisions, like edits for like the videos and whatnot. So like we're always in constant communication.
you don't have a
That's every
team
day.
around that? You guys still
Not
handle it
like a
yourselves?
full blown team, but like we got like, I mean like he has his editors, I have my editors, video editors, thumbnail artists, stuff of that nature. So like, it's all
you
about
got
your-
you got your team.
efficient.
Yeah.
For sure, bro. Because
Yeah.
you can't do it all yourself, right?
Yeah.
But
No, hell
you
no.
probably learned that over the years of like actually building your channel. But when you were first starting it, like what was that first couple of like months or like years of
Yeah.
like, starting the SnewJ channel?
So the question you're asking is like how I started, like, or what was like my first YouTube video?
Yeah,
or?
like what made you post on YouTube for the first time? Like why was that even in your mind?
So what inspired me was like, so I was selling cars at this time. I was like a car broker. I was like early 20s,
Yeah.
It's like 22. And when did I quit Planet? Like 21?
I don't know.
Something like, I don't know. But
Mm-hmm.
I was like selling cars, and I think I did not start YouTube till I was like 25.
Oh
Yeah.
wow.
So and I know you're 26.
26,
so
yeah.
So now you're
not
starting the
too
journey.
Yeah.
You're not too late. But I didn't start YouTube till I was like 25, and then
Well, I gotta say I've been doing YouTube for 4 years, but I only have 1,000
Bruh.
subscribers, bro.
yeah.
Oh,
I posted in 2018, my first video.
Yeah, it's all about just getting one thing right. That's all it
Yeah,
is.
for
Yeah.
sure.
But yeah, I started at 25, and then but prior to that, like I was always into like motorcycles. Never owned a motorcycle, but I would always like watch like these motor vloggers online. I'm like, bro, like I can do that. Like I can troll around and like do that, commentate. So I like bought myself a GoPro. I bought myself a motorcycle helmet. I got me like a little Jixer, 750. Long story short,
Yeah.
made my first video, and then like didn't have any expectations at all. Just like wanted to film on the GoPro and just like be funny and just like troll and ride around with my friends. So no expectations. It just like post. Like after work, I'll just like ride, film, post, and then like one video will get like 7,000 views, and then
Damn.
another
Oh,
video will
wow.
get like 10,000 views, and then
Right
one-
off the bat?
Well,
You didn't-
it took like a couple months, but I was like, oh, this one got like 3,000 views. I was like, oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
I was like, I remember that YouTube channel was an old YouTube channel too, like that I had to watch other, YouTubers. It was like from 2009 or whatever, but had like 12 subscribers. So, and I would see that like go up, and I'm like, oh, like I guess I'm getting traction. And then there's a significant moment where I walk into like a motorcycle shop, Chaparral. Have you heard about that?
Mhm.
San Bernardino?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I walk in and there's this guy, and he's just like in the front, like just chilling. He's like, hey, like I saw you on YouTube.
Oh,
Keep
no
it
way.
up. Yeah, and I was
Oh,
like,
shit.
oh, cool. Like, okay.
Your rise to fame.
Yeah, and I was just like, whatever. Like, that's kind of cool. And then one thing led to another. I just kept posting, and that year that I started YouTube, like that 12 subscribers turned into like 45,000 subscribers.
What?
Yeah, and I was
Damn.
like, oh, I was like, damn. I mean, I was still working as a car broker at the time, but I didn't know like it was gonna be like my full-time job.
Yeah.
I don't want to like keep going, but like yeah, that's kind of
No,
like
that's crazy. Yeah, no, it's such a cool story, bro. Because it's like you had an interest in it, you had a natural curiosity, you thought it was fun, and you were consistent.
Yeah, exactly.
I like that. Like everyone nowadays wants to be like a YouTuber or a content creator or whatever. I like that you just did it just as like a hobby,
Yeah.
and then it turned into something so much bigger.
Exactly.
Yeah, you started creating from like a good place, and now look at you.
Because
So
it takes
that's-
time. It takes
yeah,
time to build.
yeah,
So, yeah.
that's cool. But there's so many people that just like they create content because they want to be, they know
wanna
the
be
potential,
famous.
they want to be
Famous and
famous,
shit.
whatever,
Yeah.
and they're going into it for the wrong reasons. But you just did it because you enjoyed it and it was fun, and that's always a cool story to hear, you know.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I appreciate
Yeah.
that. Yeah, it's no expectations. It's kind of like you really don't know what something can turn out to be unless you try it. So it's like you're just trying things, and it just takes one time to get it right. You know?
Yeah.
So.
And then when did you like say fuck this job? I'm gonna quit.
Okay,
good
so
question,
yeah. So I remember this. So going into, was it 2017? The middle, like I think June is when I hit 100,000 subscribers.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, like this is dope, but I was still selling cars. So I think I waited till the beginning of 2018. Beginning of 2018, I had like either 300,000 or 400,000 subscribers, right, at the time. Yeah, and then I was like, yo, like I sold my last car. It was like to my friend. My friend's dad was like a Toyota Tundra or something like that, and then like sold it. And I was like, bro, like I waited till like to match the monthly incomes, and I was like, no, now I can do this.
And were you getting like brand deals, or was it just straight
No,
ad
just
revenue?
like straight ad revenue.
Wow.
Yeah. I would get like one brand deal here and there, but it's like, but nowadays it's like, bro, nowadays I rely on the brand deals. Like, yeah. So
What was that big one? The first brand deal that was like, oh, okay, this is like
Oh, my first one.
the
It was just like a Vincero.
Oh yeah, watches. Yeah.
They're
Shouts
cool
out
people.
Wes. We know Wes Lindmuth. Is that?
Yeah, Wes.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool people.
Yeah. That's crazy. So you waited until the income's like matched, and you're like
Matched, yeah, and then I was like, even if it was like a little under, I was like, I could do this full time because it allowed me to like be free. Like I didn't have to work longer hours.
Yeah.
But then again, it's like YouTube is a hard job, bro.
Yeah.
Like, it's a lot of work. Like constantly like trying to think of ideas, and like you got to go here to film this. Like a lot of people that watch like that don't do YouTube, like they don't understand how hard it is. Like they think
Real
it's super
shit.
easy. Yeah. You got to actually do it.
And I mean, so were you actually like treating it like a job? Were you like on a schedule, on like having all that, or was it just kind of like, oh, here and there post whenever I have time kind of thing, or was it like your job? Like I got to create Monday, drop a video Monday. Was it like that? Like,
Yeah. I had a schedule for it.
You had a
Yeah,
schedule
yeah,
from the very start?
Cause I don't know. That's just how like I'm wired. Like if I'm doing something that makes me
Structured.
money, like I gotta make sure it's like structured correctly. So I'm like, yo, I'm gonna shoot on these days, or if like there's an event coming up, like let's say with like J Flex Derulo over here.
Yo,
I'll be
wait,
like-
hold on. Where'd you get that name, bro? Like, you just love
Tell the
Jason
story.
Derulo?
no, because J Flex sounds like Jason. It's J
Right.
Flex.
Well, his
Jason.
name is J Flex on the gram.
Oh,
Yeah.
No, it's not.
Derulo.
It used to be. It used to be on. Yeah.
So every time like.
So he would.
Yeah, we would just joke.
call me
We added
J
a
Flex
Derulo.
Derulo.
And like, if you look at like my older videos, every time we introduce him, we always go J Flex Derulo, and he does like a dance, and then we
The
show
little
like
dance.
Jason Derulo next to him, and then it starts raining,
That's so
like the
funny.
effects. It's you got to see it.
Yeah.
For it to be
That's
funny.
hella funny, bro. Interesting. So then you scaled up the YouTube channel and shit, and then when did you like start? Did you start hiring people? Like you built like a team?
Not
Or is it
really,
just
bro.
YouTube?
Like I had I had like my other filmer that would help me at the time. So I just like me, and then I was just editing my own videos at the time, like I
Like
had a filmer.
iMovie type shit? Just
Yeah, like Final Cut Pro.
Yeah, okay.
And then like some editors will hit me up and I'll use them sometimes. But nowadays it's like, as I get older, I want to utilize my time more, be more efficient. So now I got editors and whatnot. Like you got to outsource your stuff, as
can't
J
do
Flex
it all.
Derulo says.
Gotta outsource it.
No, real shit. That's crazy. Bet. And then once you like built it to a certain point, you started to like expand into other shit. Like you got cars. You started making a lot of like car content. You bought a fucking Lambo. Like,
Yeah, bro. Damn. Yeah.
how does it feel to be a Lamborghini owner?
Well, actually, I don't have the Lambo anymore. I sold
You
it.
sold it?
Yeah, I sold it. Yeah.
What
the fuck?
And I used that money for my NFT project.
Oh wow.
No way.
Yeah, so like just like for the game and like development, like paying the devs and marketing. And I'll tell you this, bro, in the NFT space, if you pay for marketing, it never works.
Yeah, dude. So I could tell you this.
Yeah, he has a story about
I launched
that.
a project called Busted Brains.
I remember
And,
that.
Yeah, I think you.
I
you did
think like a
promotion
couple of
for
my
it.
subscribers, like they're customers or not customers, or they're community members.
Oh yeah, they probably hate you now. Bro,
Is it
so-
still going on?
Fuck no, dog. I launched it. I spent 2 months of my life like hardcore grinding on this thing. I spent
that
like
thing is crazy.
almost 100 G's on this project,
Bruh.
and then it just completely fucking failed. And I realized like this NFT space is so difficult to like
Yeah.
manage a community. It's like, how are you doing that with No Hesi? Like,
Bruh. So the good thing is, I mean, the first 6 months of this year was just been like NFTs, and like I kind of like forgot about my YouTube channel. You know, like it was just like I didn't keep watering the plant. But like how I was managing it is like I had like mods that were like just like running the Discord that are like subscribers. Are like, yeah, I'll do it. And then I had like the devs obviously that are developing. But like right now at this moment, it's just there's really nothing you can do. Like we still got the mods there. I still check in daily with like my developers, like the game developers and this and that, like my partners in like the Metaverse Island. But it's like all we can do is just like wait. Like there's not really much going on because we need funding.
Right.
So.
and then what platform were you gonna launch it on? Was it Sandbox or was it?
So no, it's not Sandbox. It's none of those. It's so this guy that I'm working with, he's opening something called like Dystoria. It's like it's called Dystoria platform, like a metaverse. So it's a platform where you can like even you can launch your own like island and you can just customize it. Yeah. So it ranges in prices and stuff like that. Like in my island, in my metaverse island, I'm gonna have like a racetrack so you can race your cars
That's sick as fuck.
and you can earn prizes. Can't, you know, in case the security. Well, I'm not gonna just cut that off. Yeah. Anyway, just trying to let you guys know. But also, we're gonna have like a Coachella like stage. So maybe we could do like virtual concerts, guest speakers, stuff of that nature, and then it's like open world. So we're waiting on that. Hopefully, it turns out to what it's supposed to. But it's like we're just waiting.
You get scared? You get
I
scared
mean-
when that shit dropped like that?
When we launched, like Ethereum dropped crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was from 4,500 to like 1,500 on launch day. It's like, oh shoot.
I just remember this guy, he was all stoked. I got this ape coin from and he was like talking himself up about the you know, all his NFTs and everything.
thought
and
it
then
was the shit, bro.
yeah, and then it was like the day, like there was one day, it just, I think we were in Puerto Rico. Maybe was it
Puerto Rico.
Yeah, it just crashed.
Yeah.
And I
No,
could just
Miami. We were in Miami.
it was Miami.
It just
I
tanked,
could just
bro.
see in his face, like, he was just like,
Yeah.
oh, he wasn't all there. Like, he was just like, oh, fuck. Like, I think I just lost.
Well, because
like,
we had just spent like $2,500 going to the F1 race in Miami.
Yeah.
And that
Yeah.
same day, I lost 200 grand from NFTs.
Yeah.
So I'm like, fuck, I can't even pay for this flight back home. now.
Yeah, that's so crazy, bro. You still have, I mean, you
I
got,
got
any
my
like,
cool cat.
You still got a cool cat?
I want to get this tattoo removed, but yeah.
Bro, okay, so Divij,
What's that?
he sent me that picture, right? He's like, I just got a cool cat, and I was like, I thought this guy was crazy, bro. It turns out he is crazy.
Yeah. Well, I have a weird obsession. I love cats. Like, I love
Yeah.
animals. But I had a cool cat. I had a couple mutant apes. I actually lost one of them.
But you still have that cool cat on your
How'd you lose it?
I think so.
Okay.
I think I got to check. I sold a lot of my NFTs. But
What?
Yeah.
Oh,
Bruh,
I didn't know that.
hold
sold-
on. Let's
so
backtrack real
I
quick.
sold a lot of them, bro.
Oh, I know why. I know why. Yeah. Okay.
I had to. I didn't have a choice. But
Yeah.
my
Tell me.
Business reason.
But yeah, you know, you had to, at some point you got to make some executive decisions,
Yeah.
and it's
Yeah,
like,
I
all right,
feel it.
you know, we need cash, whatever. But what was it? The 8? Oh, bro, I transferred my 8. I sold it first, so
Yeah.
I sold it from
Is
NFT
it
to
a mutant or a
mutant.
Okay.
So I cashed out the ETH. Not cashed out, but the ETH was in my wallet, and then, WETH. So it was wrapped Ethereum, but
Yeah.
I made the mistake of not converting it to
good.
ETH before I sent it to my other wallet. So I sent WETH to a wallet that doesn't support WETH. It only accepts ETH. So that 20 grand which at some point was worth 115K when Mutant Apes were at the peak, just fucking disappeared in the black hole of crypto. And it cannot be.
Bro, I have a similar story. Well, kind of similar story to that.
Yeah.
That's crazy though, man.
Fucked.
So you know how like, so we have like digital wallets, right? Like your MetaMask and this and that. So like I had like a Coinbase wallet. And you know how you have to have like a seed phrase. So you have to have a seed phrase. It's like your password. I told him this story.
Yeah.
So my dumbass, like I never wrote it down. I never wrote it down.
Yeah.
And I had like at least like 30K worth of NFTs in there. I was like staking a couple of them, and then I was like trying to, I don't know, I was trying to transfer more ETH or buy more ETH, and like I was like on the community chat, and I was like, hey, like how can I do this? Because Coinbase has like a cap, bro, like per day and like per week, so it capped me out, and I was trying to figure out other ways. But anyway, long story short, somebody on the chat was like, hey, just log off of your Coinbase and then log back in, and I was like, okay. And I did it, and then, you know, I couldn't log back
Couldn't
in.
get back in.
And I had to take the L. I had like 30K worth of NFTs in there, but now it's on the cloud, the NFT cloud. So
And what's crazy is until you find that seed phrase, you're pretty much never going to get it back.
exactly,
Which
yeah.
is crazy.
So
Have you just accepted that it's gone, or do you have hope that you might get it back?
right when I lost the seed phrase, and like when I was trying to log in, I already knew like, like I was trying to think
It's
like,
done.
yeah, there's a chance, but no, there's no chance. Like I already knew like, yeah, that's an L.
You're done.
You're done.
Yeah, bro.
You're done.
Yeah.
The NFT space is brutal, man. So are you bullish? Because I feel like, you know, a lot of the success of even your project is going to depend on the funding of the project that supports the metaverse, right?
Yes.
Like if that platform doesn't have the funding, the team to be successful, how is your project going to be successful?
100%, yeah, because it can't launch without the whole platform.
Exactly. So are you bullish on this space still, or are you taking a step back and like focusing on content and other things, or like where's your head at from a business perspective?
So definitely not bullish. You know, we're just kind of just waiting.
Chill.
But I'm still like on it, like keeping track. But you know, right now, like, well, the last couple years, I'll say a full year I've been doing music, and then like we started a second channel. You know, like he helps me out with like filming and editing. Second channel is based on like entrepreneurship. We just did a video with Divij. Entrepreneurship, mindset, finance, all that stuff. Cause like I'm into that. Like I'm into entrepreneurship. I'm into like mindset. I want to bring value to people in other ways besides just entertaining them.
Yeah.
So I feel like, yo, like why not do this channel? Like let me do it in a way where I can provide all this value, but also be entertaining at the same time. Cause you know, like there's people out there that do finance channels and this and that, but they're a little like, you know,
Stale.
Like, I don't want to like say anything bad, but I feel like I'm a character. Like I can bring that energy and like I'm a personality, you know.
Yeah.
So it's like
Facts.
why not bring the two together? So
Yeah.
When did you start that?
this the finance channel.
Yeah.
I started like a month and
August.
a half ago.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
August.
brand new. I saw
Yeah.
it. It's already at like 10K.
Yeah, it already
Yep.
hit 10K. The CPMs or the RPMs are crazy on finance channels.
Really?
Yeah.
What's
You know what's even crazier? The brand money.
Oh really?
You get cash out, build that shit to 100K, bro. I
I'm
promise you.
gonna contact you.
You're gonna make so much money from these fucking like credit card banks and fucking. Oh, you
bet.
did Dave.com, right?
I did, yeah, but
Did we do that?
They didn't really. I don't know if I'm allowed to say. Like, I don't know if I'm like under contract or anything, but I think it's like. Oh, it was only like 1,500. That's it.
It sounds right.
Yeah, it's not.
It's pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah.
But once you build that finance channel, bro, oh my god.
Oh yeah, it's crazy, bro. Like
Yeah.
right now, like just with 10K subs and like some of the videos going viral, bro. Like we already cracked $1,100. Like
The Newport video?
Yeah, just $1,100 ad revenue only. Like it's like oh shit,
Yeah.
and it's just gonna keep going up and up. So it's like oh.
do you still film? Like, do you prioritize the main channel versus the new channel, or is there one that has more focus than the other right now?
Right now, the main channel is on a little like. There's a challenge going on.
Please tell us, bro.
I listened to an advisor. I mean, I can't blame anyone, but like, let me just tell you the story. It's like,
Yeah.
when I was doing NFTs heavy for the first 6 months, this advisor, like, he was advising me on the project. He was like, hey, why don't you post like NFT videos on your YouTube channel? Like, just like let people know what you're doing. I'm like, you know what? That's not a bad idea. But like, you got to treat YouTube like a business. You can't.
Real shit.
You can't do those type of things. But me, like, being desperate, like wanting more attention to the NFT project and informing people, I did those videos, and like it didn't do well, and it just like went on the wrong side. Like my channel went on the wrong side of the algorithm. So now I'm in a position where like I'm trying slowly but surely like building it back up to where it's supposed to. But yeah, it's just, I'm still doing it. If that answers the question, I'm still doing it. It's still focused, but I'm also like going ham on the second channel and music. Like I'm doing all three of these things like every day.
But you also have the No Hesi apparel brand, right?
Yeah.
Can we talk about that, bro? Because
Oh yeah, damn.
yeah, that's like a whole separate thing. But I love that messaging is like the no hesi, like don't, and no hesitation. Is what I
No
mean.
hesitation.
Yeah, which is it's such a good message, bro. And I feel like my understanding of your fan base is it's a certain group of guys, right? Probably mostly guys.
I think so. Yeah, guys and
Like young dudes from like, fucking Inland Empire. Like you probably have a lot of fans in the IE who like they want to be something,
Right.
but they maybe don't have the resources. So like, is that your message with like No Hesi? Like don't hesitate, just fucking.
yeah.
Run
I mean, it's funny how I came up with that. I was at the gym. Were you with me?
I think
Oh, no,
Zeke was
yeah,
there.
it was like my other homie Zeke.
Yeah.
And I was just like vlogging, bro. I had like maybe 20K subscribers at the time, and I was like, "Yo, guys, like, don't wait, like, do it now. Like, tomorrow's not promised. Like, all that cliche shit." I was just trying to inspire people. I was like, "Don't hesitate. Like, go kill it. No hesi." I was like, "I like that. No hesi." And I got it on camera too.
Wow.
And then from there, like, I created the brand. But yeah, the message is pretty much like, you can't wait for like opportunities. Like, you obviously know that. Like, you got to go out and create it. And like, as cliche as it sounds, like tomorrow's not promised. Like, do it now. Like, you don't want to be 70, 80 regretting what you didn't do. So that's why I'm doing all these things like the NFT project. Like, that was on my mind. I was like, let me do it because I know I could do it. Even though, like, at first it's like, oh, look, that's super overwhelming. Like, you got to do all these things. Like, I did it. But it's like about taking the first step. That's all it is, just taking that first step.
Yeah.
When I want to do music, like, I know I love music and I have like a good ear for it. But then it's like, you just got to try it. And I'm like, I'm doing it and I feel like I'm getting a good flow with it.
Yeah.
YouTube, same thing. Like, I didn't know it was going to be anything. I didn't know it was going to grow to like over 1 million subscribers, but it's just like, I just tried it. No expectations. Just
I will.
trying
I will
things.
say this. When we were at Planet, he actually always used to like say, "Man, I want to do something. I want to be big. What if we did this?" Like, always just. I
Always
think
a
you
visionary.
manifested this because you were always just saying like, "I want to do this. Hey, let's JFlex, let's do this. I want to. What if we got big? What if we did?" Like, you always had that knack. Like, you wanted to do something. I think you just
appreciate that.
brought that out.
Yeah.
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 No,
That's dope.
I would talk about it a lot. Like, we would all talk about it. Like, hey, like, let's do this. Like, bro, like, we would sneak into 24-hour fitness because we couldn't afford it.
That was fun. That was fun.
We would go
Yeah.
late at night too. Like,
Wow.
after our shift, we'd be like, because we don't like to work at Planet Fitness,
Yeah.
So we go to 24, the one in Fontana, and just wait till like the rep like goes and puts
Oh,
the towels
wow.
away, and we'll just like walk in, and we'll stay in the gym for like hours,
Yeah.
bro. Like,
I'm just imagining you like no hesi, and then like bucking it through the front door. Gets caught.
But no, that's the whole message. Was like, no hesi, is just being a visionary and just actually like executing, and not leaving anything on the table.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so sick, bro. It's so sick.
Can I ask you a question back to the music?
Yeah.
Do you have a like he kind of just I guess he's always like music, but
Yeah.
it's kind of like when I hear you talk about that, it reminds me of him because
Yeah.
I feel like just out of nowhere he's just like, oh yeah, I'm recording tracks now. Was that like
It's so- yeah.
yeah, but it's dope because I'm like I find myself all the time late nights in the studio with him. Like I want to see him come up, and I've seen him do some cool shit. I
Yeah.
actually like fuck with some of his songs. Did you have like a musical background, or was it just something like you just wanted to try, enjoyed it, you had a good ear, and felt like you could do it, or do you play instruments or anything?
So I don't play any instruments, but I'll tell you this. When I was 18, or actually, yeah, when I was like 17, 18, I used to like just mess around on like MySpace and like, what is it, GarageBand? Like I had like my first MacBook, and I would just like record off of like, just like random beats. And it like just for like a couple years, and then I stopped. And I feel like then I just stopped, and then like 10 years go by or whatever, and now I have like a story to tell, and now I'm hopping back on. But like, to answer your question, like I listen to like all these artists, and I'm like I can do that. Like I can do it in my own way. So like why not try it? So that's why, no hesi, try it.
Facts.
Yeah.
What was the first time in the booth like for you?
I was nervous. For
Was
sure.
there other people? Like, were you nervous because it was like, oh fuck, there's people watching me?
No, it was just me and the producer, we were just. He was just like, yeah, just like record, and I was just like, all right, so.
You're like, how do I do this?
Was that with Contact?
Yeah, it was with
Okay,
Contact. Yeah, so
okay.
shout out to Contact. But yeah, I used to record there. I would record there for like a cool like 6 months, just to get comfortable. And like, the more and more you do it, like just with anything in life, you get more comfortable, you get more confidence. But the one thing that like the best tip is like you start understanding like your pocket, right? Like, you know this, like you're an artist, like. At first, like, you feel like you gotta like pronounce everything like so specific. You don't. Like, it's just, you can just be wavy with it, and like that's how you get that confidence, and that's how your sound gets perfected. So like, I mean, if you listen to my music from the very first song to the music now, you'd be like, damn, like you'll see the improvement.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like you listen to like Lil Baby's records, like his first records that he put out. A lot of them were fucking garbage. Like, in my opinion, they were like kind of trash. And now he's got, you know, like every Lil Baby song, you repeat it word for word. And it probably took him a couple years of like getting the booth, like developing his sound and shit. So do you like the like love song, sad boy shit, or do you like the?
Where does that come from?
What do you rap
That's
about?
a
Like,
good
what do you?
question.
Yeah.
So it could be about like past experiences in my life. It could be current situations. It could be in the perspective of somebody else, like a friend. So like, that's where like the inspo comes from. And like right now my vibe is like kind of like melodic, love type of stuff. But I can also get onto like the hard rap type of shit as well.
So it's like R&B kind of?
I don't know how to, it's like R&B rap.
Gotcha.
Kind of melodic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cause I don't really got the best voice in the world, but like it's all right when you put a little auto-tune on it.
I say the same thing about my music. I'm like, I know I'm not a singer, but like, you don't need to be a singer to make music. You could just get in the booth, record.
Yeah,
Do you,
100%.
do you go in there just like do you go in there with like a plan, or do you go in there like, this fool goes in there, no idea what he's recording. We literally go in there, pick out a beat off one his engineer's like, oh, I cooked up this beat 10 minutes ago. You want to? Oh, I like it. Let's run it. And like,
Yeah.
do you go in there with like a plan? Like, oh, I want to record and like on this beat, I got these lyrics written out. I got this melody in my head. Or do you just go in there and kind of just freestyle it?
Well, respect to that, like what you're doing. It's like, you know, sometimes like if you're not writing anything, it's like you never know what you can catch. Sometimes when there's people in the studio, like it helps with the vibe and all that. But how I do it is like my producers or like whoever wants to send me beats, they send me beats, and like I listen to like whatever like I vibe to, and I'm like, okay, I vibe with this one. So then I just start writing to it first. So I write to it and I finish a whole song, and I'm like, okay, now I go to the studio, but I have a home studio, so I just like record at home. I feel like I can just get it done. It's more efficient. There's no like distractions, and then I just send it out to my engineer. But yeah, that's my whole process. Is like beat first. If I vibe to it, start trying to do like a melody. Like okay, start writing, finish the song, and then record, and then yeah.
I've never been in a booth when you
Really?
record. I've never.
Really?
Yeah,
You
he
ever
just
seen
sends me. No, I've never live. When
Really?
you're recording, I've never been there. I gotta be there
Yeah,
next time.
Yeah, for sure. Now I'm more confident. Like I don't care. Yeah,
Facts.
I'll own it. But like I never do what you do. Like just go in the studio and just like freestyle.
Smoke
like,
a lot of weed, bro.
Yeah.
I get so
I
high.
don't get it. Yeah, I don't get it. I always tell him like, you need to like prepare more, but then like, it's not his process. He got his own way of
Everyone
doing
has a
things.
different process,
Yeah,
yeah.
he got his own way of doing things, and I'm like, man, you go in there, but you don't even come prepared. But like,
Well,
he
because
gets it more
there's sessions
done.
where there's been weeks where I'll do like 2 sessions a week, and for 5 weeks I don't get anything.
Oh yeah.
And
No,
then
I
I'll go
feel
to the
you.
studio and make like 4 songs. So it's
Yeah.
like you never really know.
Yeah.
You know?
And I'm all about like quality over quantity.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like sometimes a song could like it'll take me like a week to write, you know. And I always say like if you can't think of anything in that moment, like don't force yourself. Just like all right, let me go take a break. Let me sleep on this, because the next day you'll think of something for sure, or like read a book, or
Yeah.
meditate. Like
Real
you
shit.
get the answers from the universe all the time.
Are you a perfectionist?
I don't know,
Very,
am I?
very.
You're a
Yes,
perfectionist?
very. Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know. I think I overthink a lot, like, about my work. So it's like, I just want it to be the best possible quality work that I can create. But I don't know. Like, I guess like other people have to say if I'm a perfectionist or not. Like, I don't know if I can answer that myself.
I guess
think
the
so.
question I'm going at, like, if it's not perfect in your head to how you imagined it, how you thought it out, are you like not willing to put it out?
Yeah. Well, if I never settle, like if it doesn't sound good, I'm like, oh, like, cause I can tell if a song sounds like, if I'm like, yo, this is a good song. Like, I did a good job. And
Yeah.
I could also tell like, oh yeah, this is not it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I'll try to like hit it again. Like I'll try to re-record. I'll try to change the melody. And if it doesn't hit, I'm like, yeah, this song ain't going out.
Is it important to have like people around you that you show your music to before you release it, that you kind of
yeah.
gauge their ear?
100%,
Yeah.
yeah. So I'm always like I like my girl, like she tells me she has a good music ear. I'll send it out to like a couple of my friends. I even show him sometimes. But it's important to have people that are honest, not yes men, because like yes men, like bro, like I don't have any yes men in my circle. Like you got to be honest. And I always tell them like, yo, bro, like you're not gonna hurt my feelings. Like if it sucks, let me know if it
Say
sucks.
it.
But be
like
constructive. Tell me
Yeah.
like why it sucks. Like what would you want me to do, or what? Like it's better to learn that way. And I feel like a lot of people are super sensitive. Like they don't want to hear that, but it's only gonna help you. You're only gonna learn from it. You're only gonna get better. So.
Yeah.
Always have never have yes men. Sorry.
Always have yes
men. Always have yes
Have honest
Never have
people
yes
around
men.
you.
That's
good.
real shit, bro. What role has fitness played in your life?
A big role. I think
Yeah.
it's always been there, like since I was before everything started. So I think fitness is very important in terms of like just getting your mental right, your spiritual right, your physical, obviously. Without it, like I'm not good. Like I can't function. So
Yeah, true that.
like you don't have to really work out all the time. Like just go take a walk. Like do something active.
Yeah.
And it really helps with your mind.
Nah, 100%.
Yeah. Have you ever gone through a period? Oh, sorry. Have you ever gone through a period where you just like fell off the fitness, and you just like, or have you just been on it? Like, because I know this guy,
yeah.
myself too. When I fall off, like everything falls apart.
Yeah.
Everything falls apart. Like if
That's a good question.
Yeah. Like I don't know. Like on your Instagram, it seems like you've always been fit. Did you ever get like fat or anything?
I never got fat. Actually, this is the fattest I've ever been.
And you're not even fat.
But
He's a little husky.
Yeah, I'm like, bro, my legs. I hit legs every day. I don't know if because I'm like Filipino Polynesian. I don't know.
Every day?
Like genetically, like my legs are pretty big. But then again, it's like when I was 16, I used to do like those jumping programs, like to try to dunk a ball, because I was like trying to make it to the NBA and shit.
Oh, you had hoop dreams?
I had hoop dreams, bro. I had
Ah,
the tattoo
shit.
right here. So.
You're like, no, Hesi, I'm going to make it to the NBA.
No, bro, I wanted
He
to
jumped
make it.
over me. Remember?
Really?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
he,
that's-
yeah, he got
hops,
hot.
bro,
He
but then
has
I tore my
hops.
ACL and shit. And meniscus, and I was never the same, bro. Hoop dreams.
Shit, bro. That's so
Yeah.
funny. Damn, bro. Yo, how important has your friendship been? Because I feel like something I've realized as an entrepreneur, bro, is like you
Yeah.
have to have your like solid homies.
100%, bro.
100%.
So like we hold each other accountable. I think accountability.
And you hold each other. No, I'm just
Yeah.
like-
with. I was gonna say another word, but never mind. But no, yeah, like my circle of friends, like it's like I don't have many friends. Like it's just small circle, and like we tell each other like how it is. But holding each other accountable and like not getting offended by it, like
Yeah, real
is only
shit.
gonna make you a better person. So
Facts.
yeah, no fake friends around.
Yeah, honestly, bro.
It's very important.
No
to,
new
like,
friends. No
Yeah.
new friends.
No.
Can I make a transition? I kind of want to talk about the new YouTube channel.
Yeah,
Like
let's talk about that.
why start it? Why did you start it? Like, were you one day just No Hesi, new YouTube channel?
So it's a good question. So it's been on my mind heavily for the last year to start a new YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Since I'm always like I'm into finance, I'm into entrepreneurship, mindset, all that, and I feel like when I post that on like the main channel, like I don't know, it feels like a lot of people don't really want it on that channel. So I'm like I try to like introduce it, and sometimes like people like it, sometimes they don't. So I'm like, man, I think it's time to start a new channel. So that's like the inspo behind it, is like, hey, I like these things. Let me start a new channel, so it's just like very niche specific.
Yeah.
And doesn't like the algorithm's not gonna get messed up and this and that. And I'm like, bro, let me bring people value in this way where I can still be myself.
That's such an interesting thing, bro, because it's like, me and him have been talking about this for a while, because
Yeah.
I feel like as humans, there's so many layers to us, bro. It's like, it's not just like, you're just this, right?
Yeah.
It's like you have financial knowledge, you have music, your creativity, you have your comedy side of you. So it's like finding a way to distribute all that to the world without it getting confusing. And I think that's been one of the hardest things for me is like my music, my vlog, my podcast, it's all been in one place.
Yeah.
Business.
And people are like, what does this fool do? So it's like, they're like, who the fuck is this guy, you know? And it got to a point where I was like, bro, I don't even know who I am now. Like, fuck, you know? But like, I feel like you found a good way of presenting yourself in these different buckets, but like in a clean way where it's like.
It's funny
Yeah.
how you say that, bro, because I feel the same way how you feel.
Really?
Yeah,
Damn, that's crazy.
Like, it's, because, like, you know, like, I enjoy cars, and then I enjoy music, and then I enjoy NFTs sometimes, and entrepreneurship. It's like you want to include it all in one thing, but it's like you can't. You really can't. So, like, that's why, like, for example, my TikTok, like, it has, like, a lot of followers off of just, like, entertaining videos, you would say.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to rebrand it to just like music stuff. And like now, but I'm putting the two together. Like I'm doing like skits, like entertaining people, but like kind of introducing my music at the same time. And it's getting like some hits. But it's like I think you got to pick and choose. Like if this is a podcast channel, like just make it strictly podcasts.
Keep it separate. Yeah.
Yeah. If it's a music channel, just make it strictly music.
Thank you.
No, you're
You
right.
support. Like, we had this conversation not that long ago. I'm like, because he's got his YouTube channel, but it's like podcast, business, vlog, all this like, all jumbled into one. I'm like, bro, like no one knows what to follow you for.
Yeah,
And it's all like-
and I learned the hard way too, like,
Yeah.
because I'm doing all this, and that's why the algorithm's kind of like not on my side. But the algorithm like wants YouTube or wants viewers to stay on the platform. So it's like when they know what you're doing, they're like gonna push that out to that audience. So if you're a podcast channel, they're gonna push it out to more podcast people. If you're music, gonna push out to music people. So
Yeah.
what I've learned like these last 6 years of making content is like, if I strictly did cars, like my channel would probably be, you know, super big. But it's like I'm so diverse. I want to show more. But the thing is like you just gotta like, I think that's where I'm at too. Like I gotta find out like for SnewJ, my main channel, like, okay, now I gotta just stick to something that, like one niche, I don't know, one category.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's this weird balance of like appealing or like appeasing or like making the world happy with your content, but then also like making yourself happy and like doing the shit.
100%, yeah. And it's a constant, like as a creator, like it's constantly like reinventing yourself. So like
Yeah.
you can't always be like on top of the world. Like you always got to figure out ways how to like expand and innovate and all that. And that's just like kind of where I'm at. So it's like that's why we're doing the second channel. Me and J Flex Derulo. That's why I'm doing music.
Such a funny.
That's why, that's why I'm trying all these things, because it only takes one time or one other thing to get it right again, you know? So it's the journey.
J Flex, are you going to be featuring your face on the new channel?
Maybe.
You could.
I think you should,
I guess
bro.
I guess I could. Yeah.
I wanted to feature him as
We
an
gotta
actual.
You should do it. You should
Oh,
get
you
on,
got
you know, switch positions
Switch
and get out there and
positions.
get your face
We
on
need
there.
a new camera op. We need a
We
new
got a
cameraman.
couple.
We got a couple
got a
to choose
couple,
from. So yeah, we just gotta plan it out and get together and kind of see what we can do with that. But I definitely want to be on. For the record, I don't do OnlyFans. Okay, yeah, I'm sure you guys
Make
do.
it clear.
I was
For
wondering
people
if you guys thinking I was
No, we
joking
don't
or
believe you,
something. No, I was just joking. No, but I do video production. You know,
Video
so
production?
I do. Yeah, so
You're never forward facing?
So I'm getting slowly getting into like showing my face. I want my personal brand. Not a lot of people know, Video Cartel, who runs it or anything. So I want to get on, and start working on my personal brand, and then people see.
What is Video Cartel? I don't know.
That's my company. So I named it
Oh,
Video
Cartel,
Cartel. That's yeah. So it's just an army of creators. Kind of like that's the basis of it. And then I'm slowly transitioning into digital marketing. So I'm doing the whole personal branding for other people, like real estate agents, seasoned real estate agents, right? That can actually, they want to work now on their brand. They coach people, they mentor people, they have programs and stuff. So, trying to help them get on a platform, pretty much do video for their face, right? Because they're the face of their company. So that's mainly what I focus on is personal brand.
I seen you out like talking to a lot of like entrepreneurs on the street and stuff like that. Do you have any new like ideas in the works that to like expand on those?
It's funny that you're asking that because we were just talking about this. Is that every like every public video that we like, every person that we come across, they always say the same thing. Like they always say, work hard. It's like we already know that. Like like we get it, but it's more of like the steps. Like
we want practical
how did you get
steps.
there? Like what do you have to do? Like what was your life like? Like that's so it's like it's stuff that we already know.
Yeah.
We just don't know the steps that they took to get there. That's it. So that's what that's what I'm learning. But for other people, like they like to hear it, like because it's inspiring.
I think some people just need motivation.
Yeah, motivation.
Yeah.
But then like the great Kobe Bryant says, motivation isn't real. It's either you want it or you don't.
Yeah. I could see you guys getting into podcasting because you're trying to get that deeper story. And there's only so much you can get out of a person in like 2 minutes, like
100%. Yeah. I mean, I actually did start a podcast, but then didn't work out. Somebody took all my stuff.
no way.
Yeah. Well, I bought all the equipment and then just didn't work out. And like my partner at the time just stopped doing it. So.
Oh damn.
Oh, dang. Yeah.
Hey, I have a question. If you had to pick one thing that you do right now and you had to just do it for the rest of your life,
Yeah, that's a good one.
would you
You're
drop?
just telling me.
Would you drop content, or would you just do music, or would you drop music?
Yeah, tell him.
I think I would just do.
Music?
I think I would just do music.
Oh.
Really?
And but also like I love to storytell, so I like visuals. I like storytelling and making content. So
Music videos.
yeah, music videos. Like just like music and like I think I'll be doing the same exact thing, bro. Just to think about it, but yeah, the same exact thing. But
More music heavy.
But yeah, I love music.
Yeah.
I love this stuff. It's just, I wish I started earlier. But hey, there's
Yeah.
perfect timing for everything. Like you can't say you wish you started earlier. It's because you have to go through like certain experiences in your life, and it just wasn't the time for you.
Facts.
So
Facts.
Damn.
100%.
How long have you been doing music now?
only like a year.
You just started. That's so.
I just started. I'm a
that's
baby
so
in the
crazy.
game.
Yeah.
Did you get a
Rookie
check
in the
already?
game. I got my first check. It was like $350.
Oh, from what do you use? TuneCore?
No, DistroKid.
DistroKid.
Yeah. So
yeah.
a whopping $1,500 for the year.
Yeah, I think I made
killing
like
it.
a G this year.
Really?
You did
Yeah.
a G?
I think like $1,000 for music.
Okay, yeah, that's what's
Yeah.
up. Yeah.
What's your strategy on the marketing front for music? Like,
good
are you doing
question.
playlisting? Are you doing?
So I tried the playlisting, the curators and stuff like that. It didn't really work for me. I don't know if you tried.
Yeah, it works.
It works for you.
I got some. Yeah,
Yeah,
100%.
we gotta connect then. So
For sure.
Yeah, but like I even like paid like I don't know, like I hear like one person says like, oh, you shouldn't pay for playlisting, and then some other people are like, yeah, you should pay for it. But it did not work for me, like playlists. So what works for me is just like kind of like promoting it on YouTube and then TikTok. That's just to keep it simple. Yeah.
Yeah, real shit. Speaking of YouTube, when are you getting in the ring, bro? YouTube boxing?
Bro, I mean, respect to those guys. That's just not for me.
You're gonna turn down a check if someone comes at you with $1 million. You're gonna turn it down.
It just depends.
You know you could whoop some.
Depends who it
I
is.
might consider.
Yeah.
But it's just like, I don't know, it's just not for me, bro. Like, but respect to all the guys that do it, but I don't know.
Who inspires you amongst the YouTube community? Do you look up to any of these fools?
I don't look up to anybody really, but I admire a lot of people's work ethics. Like I see everyone. Like
Yeah.
any creator that says like, oh, I don't know who this person is, it's like, come on, bro. Like
Yeah.
everybody knows who this person is, this person. Like I even know like OGs back in the day. But yeah, I don't really look up to anybody, but I know like all of them, and I know what they're doing. I'm watching, and I'm always learning because I'm a student of the game, bro. Like just like when I wanted to be a professional basketball player. Like, I was a student in the game, so I'm a student in this game. I'm a student in the YouTube game and the music game. Like, I'm watching all you guys, and I'm learning, and I'm just trying to be the best version I can be. So,
Hell yeah, that's dope.
Are you using?
That's a good answer.
is there any YouTubers that you look up to?
Me? SnewJ. Top one.
Who's
No,
that?
I mean, no, I agree. The same thing is just not really like follow, because I don't do YouTube for myself. That's the thing.
Yeah.
So I do YouTube for others. So I do study
But you used to be.
other what
He
YouTuber.
used to be in like a lot of my videos. I mean,
I used to be a lot in a
occasionally,
lot of his, yeah.
but like
yeah.
a lot of the gym videos and stuff.
the
yeah.
gym videos, the horror ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
call-
Horror
call it-
or horror?
horror.
You said the horror one.
Hey, he set me up. Okay, we did have to wear a dress one time because I lost
Oh,
a
that was
gym session
It's
against
a classic, bro.
classic video.
We wore a
But-
dress in public. We went
Yeah.
to the gym with a dress on because he lost a lifting competition.
Yeah, I
to a guy
lost.
that only worked out one.
It was
month of his
rigged.
life.
It was rigged. I didn't lose.
Yeah.
I didn't lose. Well, how
Well,
how tall was he? How tall is he?
He was like Divij's height. Like, what are you,
Like
like?
6'2"?
Yeah, like 6'2".
Yeah. Oh, okay, I'm 5'7".
Okay. But he's supposedly works out like 5 times a week. But that's why we call him Jose 3 times a year.
3 times a year. I have my moments. You know, I take a dip. You know, I leave for a moment and then come back to the gym.
And so
But-
what? You had to go. You did a video and you had to go to the gym and work out in a
We
dress?
had to do the same. Well, yeah, we did that because I lost. Yeah, so
He lost, so we wore a dress like to the Ontario Mills, and then,
Ra-
but like I
yeah.
mean, like we just chose to like be part of it with him. Like,
Yeah.
you know,
It was really
supposed
just me who
supposed to
lost.
be him, but
And then one of our other friends, he wore the dress as well.
so we did it.
dead.
But if you ever come across that video, it's
Yeah.
pretty. It's like,
I'm definitely gonna go look for it now.
pretty hilarious.
No, the horror one I was talking about.
Oh,
that
yeah.
one was the prison. The what's it called? Haunted prison. Supposedly it was
it's
haunted,
so
but
cringe.
yeah,
What the
yeah,
fuck?
it was cringy.
Yeah, it's like it's
Yeah,
just like some.
but-
It's just
Yeah, so a lot of those videos, yeah.
You guys ever getting in trouble with the law with your content? Like you're
Luckily, no.
No.
Luckily,
Really?
no.
I mean,
No.
there's that one time where I came out of the Origins event. It was like a car show, and I just got like my new like the G82
Oh yeah,
M4.
I didn't go.
And like we were just getting out, and it was like me and like a couple of my friends in my car, and then like we're driving, and there's this Corvette, and then you know what happens next. You know, I'm not gonna say just in case. Then there's a cop behind me, and
Ah,
like
shit.
long story short, he impounds my car and arrests me, and then
Just for street racing?
I mean.
Or
That's what he
donuts?
called it, you know. But yeah, impounded me. But then he took me, like he gave me a ride to the police station, and then let me go. So then, long story short, we got the case dismissed. So like I didn't. It was a misdemeanor too. So but like got it clear. So I was like, oh shoot, like I got content. That's the worst that happened to me.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Yeah, that's not too bad.
What car are you whipping nowadays?
Just I got the G82. So I sold the Lambo.
What is that? G82?
The M4, the newest one.
Oh, the
Yeah,
competition.
BMW M4, yeah, competition.
That's the
yeah.
you have in like the highlighter yellow, right?
Yeah, it's like it's called, what color is it? Damn, I forgot the color name, but it's like it's kind of like a fluorescent beige.
Fluorescent
yeah.
beige, yeah.
It's pretty sick, bro.
That's
yeah.
so sick.
Yeah.
What's the dream whip? Like what would you get if you had like $1 million? Like you made like $100 fucking million, whatever.
$100 million.
Bro, I'm so tired. It's been a long day. What car would you buy? Like what?
To be honest, bro, when I think about it, I think I'll get like a little SVJ. A little
Jeez.
SVJ.
A little
you know? A little
SVJ.
SVJ. Something light. But I really like the Evos, like the
Fire.
Lambo Evos. Like the one that I had, like it was like the way I like set it up, bro. Like it was so nice. But then I was like, I had to sell it to do the NFT project or whatever. But I think I'll get another Evo or STO. I like those STOs. I think I gotta have an Urus in the collection. It's just, bro, I think it's the most aesthetic SUV out there.
Dude,
Like,
so
there's
fire.
nothing else.
When they
out there.
came out, they were like, for a Lambo, it was like relatively affordable, but they like
Oh,
shot
yeah.
up in price.
Oh
like,
yeah, it's
like
Really?
crazy.
demand.
They were like
bro.
$250, right?
Dude, they're
What are
like
they now?
over 300 G's.
Supply
now.
and demand.
Yeah, they came out and they were affordable. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like 180.
yeah. This, like Aston Martin just came out with SUV,
Oh,
and
shit.
it was like it's like 180, same price as like the
Yeah.
Prius, but like it was just such a hit that they just like you can't even own one for
Yeah,
like
because
300 Gs now.
everybody wants it. So
Yeah,
that,
it's
like,
so nice.
And there's not a lot like available, so people are like, oh, so price. It's just supply and demand. But
crazy.
yeah, I think like I don't know. I like Lambos. I like Beamers. Maybe I might get something else. Like if that was the dream life. But then like, yeah, like I don't know. I just love cars, bro. Like I'm a car guy.
Facts.
You know, so I know he loves the Urus.
I like the Urus, but
It's so fire.
I think I like to be simple. I want that
You're a simple guy.
Mercedes-Benz C63 AMG.
Oh, so sick. Don't you have that car? No, you have the C.
No,
Is that
I have
yours?
to see it. No.
No.
I just have to see. But let me ask you. This is a real good question. Coupe or sedan?
Dang.
There's
Sedan's-
one. There's
Oh,
a
that's
correct. There's a
easy.
correct
That's
answer.
so easy.
The
That's
sedans
so
are
Is
sick,
it,
though.
is it, the sedan is
Nah,
cool,
you gotta
but
get the
I
coupe.
like
What are you talking
the
about? You gotta
coupe
get the
too.
The coupe,
The
bro.
coupe, yeah, the coupe
Wait,
is
has
it's a
to
coupe.
get
The C63.
Oh,
Just
C63.
in that body style.
The style,
man.
yeah,
You
it
have
has
get
to
the
it has
coupe,
to be the
like-
coupe, yeah.
Yeah.
Although I do like sedans, but the coupe.
Yeah, not
Yeah.
for this C63. It's got.
Yeah, you're right, you're right.
Yeah. So. Yeah, no, I have that car with like the body kit and everything. Just don't got the engine. But.
Are you gonna do anything to it,
Nah. It's just a lease. So I gotta.
bro? You can
You have
still
it
do stuff to it.
Nah, bro. I have bad car history.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I don't deserve to put.
We
anything
both
on
have really bad car
Yeah.
history, bro.
Oh, like you got bad credit?
No, like
credit?
Yeah, great credit.
have messed up a few cars.
Oh, for real?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I don't. Yeah, it's just a money pit for me. So
No, I feel it. It's
Yeah.
better safe than sorry.
yeah, so but other than that, I do love that car. Same, I'm the exact same page. If I was to get one, that would be it.
Yeah.
I feel it.
But yeah, man.
Hey, dude, as obviously because like cars aren't like the best investment, right? Technically, so like
Yeah.
as an entrepreneur and like a business owner, how have you managed your money and like where do you look for opportunities in terms of sheltering or growing your cash?
Yeah, no, that's a great question. So everything I invest in is like I never really buy like designer stuff for myself, you know, like I'm never doing any of that. Like everything I invest in is like to make me money. So for example, like when I get the Lambo, it's an investment for the channel, so I can make content. But the thing is, like, people don't know is like when you get a car like that, because you got an i8, right? So it's like when you get a car like that, it opens doors for relationships. So you're meeting like other
Facts.
entrepreneurs, and like that's worth more than the car sometimes. So it's like I met so many people just because I own the Lamborghini. It's a gateway for just more. It's a key. So it's like that. I don't regret that one bit, you know. So it's like, to me, that's an investment. Plus, when I sold it, when the market was high, like I literally got like all my money back, you know. Yeah. So like,
That's fire.
yeah. So, yeah. So it's like things like that, for example. And then, I mean, I got a lot in like the crypto space right now. Obviously, NFTs, everything's down. I got so much in ETH right now.
Yeah, me
I got,
too.
yeah. Like I'm just waiting. Once it shoots back up, bro.
You'd be
Oh my.
lit. You're gonna be so lit.
Cool little million right there, you know, real quick. But it's
Little
like,
milli.
just wait. It's like, I feel like 85% of my net worth is like in crypto and NFTs right now.
And it's down. Oh,
I'm not gonna lie, but
man.
Wow.
but yeah, and I got like a couple of angel investments, like startups. I got into trying to get into the real estate game. I don't have my real estate license. I'm not Divij, but I'm trying to. I want to build that side. Like that's what's next. Like rental properties.
Facts.
So I almost closed on a deal, but you know, homeboy did me dirty. Whoever that, you know, I'm not gonna say any names, but it's all good. It was an escrow, but you know,
It fell off.
it
It
fell
happens,
off,
bro.
yeah.
Yeah. It takes a couple fallen escrows to get
Yeah.
it that one.
What I noticed though, Divij, maybe you can answer this, is that like people in the real estate game, like they're a little greedy, huh?
Yeah, bro.
You know, I did
There's
not.
a lot of sharks, man. It's not only greedy, but it's also there's so many realtors that like just don't know what they're fucking doing, bro. And like,
Yeah.
because it's such a low barrier to entry. Like this table could probably become a realtor, you know, if you just like
Bruh.
apply for his license. Like, and then you have to like weed through all that bullshit to like find the good ones who have the real deals.
Yeah.
So it's weird, man.
No, yeah, I had a. Should I say? Well, I had a
Say
like a
it.
coach, like a mentor who
Oh,
was like
fuck.
helping. Like he was like helping me. He was like, hey, like let's like I can help you how to get rental properties. Like we're getting it over here in Ohio, this and that. And I'm like, okay, like cool. Like let's do it. I was like, He's like, but my coaching is like $20,000. And I'm like, well, the thing is, I can pay you for the coaching, but let me give you a proposal. And my proposal was like, how about I leverage my content of you helping me to bring you more traffic, and then you teach me how to get like my first rental property. So long story short, that's the plan. But it's just like, like wholesaling and stuff like that. Came to know that it was his property that I was buying, and like he added on top of that with like assignment fees, like $33,000, $9,000, and then so he had like $43,000 on the deal, and then I put an additional $2,000, and then he told me from the start, like, oh, all you need is $5,000 out of pocket, like that's it, it. And I asked him multiple times, like, hey, only $5,000 out of pocket, right? Like I can't do any more if that's the case. And he's like, yeah, like that's why we're doing it. That didn't happen. I needed $15,000 more for like the rehab, and he was like, oh, now you got to ask your family and friends. And I was like, bruh,
you didn't say that.
I was like, you didn't say that. Like, why did you mislead me? And then he just wasn't taking accountability. So I just like, yo, bro, I'm not gonna do this. And then I guess like I deposited $2K as well. And he's like, oh, like he just took it. It's like non-refundable. And I was just like, man, forget this guy. I wish I could say the name, but that's the first deal that fell off. Yeah, last 2
It happens, bro.
Big man.
I just paid 7 G's to Doug. I'm gonna put him on blast because I don't give a fuck. Taking his ass to court. Dougie Maton, Dougie space Moton, and Michelle Paramore. 7 racks to get a Instagram handle, and bro, they just vanished. And you had a signed contract.
Instagram handle, like
I was trying to get at Divij, Divij.
Oh.
Yeah. And so I had a signed contract. I had a signed contract and shit, and then sell them the money, and they just completely ghosted.
Damn, bro.
I
know we gotta go, but that reminds me of another story.
Let's hear it.
When I had COVID, this subscriber hit me up, bro, and he was like, hey, man, I can flip your money, this and that. Like, I'm in Vegas. And, like, when you have COVID, you're not thinking straight. You're like, oh, shit, like, I can make money while I have COVID. And he was like, just send me, like, $3K real quick. And I'm like, okay, so I sent it to him. He's like, I'm on a roll. Like, he's, like, playing blackjack and all that. And then, long story short, I know we got to go. I lost 10 grand to this subscriber of mine, and his name is Samuel Zier.
Oh, you're gonna put him on blast.
And
put him on blast.
And I kept trying to hit him up. He's like, like he just, I don't know. He responds to me, but he's just like, I don't have your money. So I think he just lost it gambling, but still, like, that was the worst.
Moral of the story is, bro, you can make a lot of money, but you gotta be real careful because you can lose
bro.
money.
I could be kind of impulsive. Like I could kind of like just
me too.
Just like spend on like wrong investments, but like. Always ask a friend, first, like, hey, is this the right move? Talk to your dad, talk to your, like, whoever.
There's no rush.
Yeah,
Don't be impulsive in decisions.
That's a good point, there's no rush. So, because there's a lot of things I would have changed, for sure.
Yeah. Good stuff, man. If people don't follow you already, where can they find you? And Homeboy?
Just SnewJ, SNEWJ, on all platforms.
Hell yeah.
Would appreciate it greatly.
And then Jason Derulo?
Nah, it's Can't Stop J now. It's not J Flex anymore. Can't Stop J underscores in between the words. That's it.
I really love that song you had. What was it?
I was so wrong.
That's the one you always put on it.
That was you, right?
Copy. Yeah. That was me.
Yo, thank you guys so much for tuning in, man. Episode 54 in the books. We got a big guest next week. Just kidding.
Say it.
George Jenko, maybe? If we get it right this time?
Yeah, that wasn't our fault. Last time it wasn't our
Quick
fault.
story. We flew to Arizona to do a podcast with George Jenko. Drove to Arizona, and the fucking podcast studio was closed.
Oh. But they booked us. They booked us, and
they
Labor
fucking...
Day. It was on Labor Day.
Recently?
Like a week ago.
Yeah, so.
But yeah, we'll probably have George Jenko on next week. The boy Mike Malak, I think, is going to hop on. So we got a bunch of cool episodes coming up. Make sure you guys subscribe. Obviously, leave a review. It's super helpful.
Leave a review.
No, seriously.
Really? Oh, yeah.
On Apple Podcasts. If you leave a review,
That's right.
it helps with your SEO and shit. But anyways, bye.
Peace.
Bye.
We're so rusty, bro. It's so funny.
No, I like it. I think it's funny. Like,
I don't really give a shit.
Yeah, it's funny.
No, that was good.
Yeah, that was... Wow, that went by